To break it to you guys, but the revolution's not happening. All right, revolution's canceled. We as a people are incapable of overthrowing our corporate leaders. I'm going to tell you how I know this for a fact. Yesterday, I'm at Chipotle. I ordered double meat. My boy hooks it up fat, doesn't put a red tag down, slides it down the counter. I'm in heaven. But what happens next?
I'm in heaven.
30 seconds passed. Girl walks up. Sorry, was this double meat? Look who wants a fucking promotion. Right. Look who's itching for that manager position. Do you have any fucking clue how hard it is to hit my macros in this economy? And I am not a good liar. So every time I go, it's double meat. Just, I fucking hate your guts and you just ruined my whole day. It's double meat. Just, put it down. For every one revolutionary Chipotle worker, there's 10 dorks, dude. There's 10 squares at the ready to sell you out. And for what? People don't like breaking rules.
Yeah.
Revolution's canceled.
Hey.
Revolution's canceled. I'm out.
That's what, bro, listen, that's one thing I hate, bro. I hate how people act like the company that they are working for is their company. It's like, man, shut the... Man, God, you know how hard it is out here. You know, if you was on the other side of this counter, you'd be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. Pikachu. Yo. Yeah. What's poppin', GE? Dang, it's your boy, Future Man. We back with another reaction video. Look, it feels good to be back. I had to take a little mental break, you feel me? Shit get hard out here. Shit is real. We talk about real, relatable shit, and I'm telling you, when it get real, it get real fast. You feel me? But I do want to say shout out to you guys. I don't know if you guys remember, maybe like a month back, I told you my girl's car broke down, so she had to take my car and start driving it because you have to take my son to school and then she goes to work and whatever the case. So I've been using a company vehicle for about a month now. But thanks to you guys, you feel me, watching the channel and supporting the channel, I was able to go get a new vehicle, you feel me? And I'm going to share that with you guys. Actually, if you guys don't know, this channel was started as a car channel. Then, we pivoted and made it a more relatable type channel that I could talk about every day because every day we go through some shit. But if you want to follow that channel, it's called Foosh and Cars. I'm going to go ahead and post my first video sometime. I'll keep you guys posted on that. And I'll just leave a link down below in one of these videos. Just a little heads up for you guys. So I appreciate you guys supporting and tapping on the channel. It helps me support my family and it supports the grind for sure. You know what I mean? So, and shout out to the subscriber that won the giveaway. He hit me up the other day in DM and said he got his ish. You feel me? He took pictures. I'm gonna post those in the community section. The giveaways are real. He's wearing the merch. He loves it. Top quality type shit, he said. So we own that. But today we get into a video, man, of toxic workplaces, just burnt out, just lies from your job type. Even though we can't just walk away from them, we deal with a whole lot of shit. Like I said, I took a mental break. So let's go ahead and tap to the video. Shout out to the subscriber that sent me this video. And let's see what we're talking about. Let's see how toxic we get.
Let me show you how you know your job gonna work the hell out you. Number one, if they give you free water, they gonna work the hell out you. Hey, if your job get these damn popsicles, hey, they good. But they gonna work the hell out you.
They know what you like.
I forgot one. Hold on. All right, this is the last one. If they got you everything you need not to leave, I ain't even got to say it. They gonna work the hell out you.
It has gotten to a point where I don't even like to go to sleep.
I am pretty curious of the trajectory of humanity and where it will be in the coming years, because between the growing vocalization of how much people hate to work, the obviously low wages across the board, the ever-evolving AI systems and machines that are going to consume entire job markets, and the select few who are doing everything they can to maintain control, it feels like a bubble. And in the Gospel of Hosea, all things end, which they do. But what comes of that end is going to be interesting.
I'm at work today, like, none of this matters. Nothing matters. We live on a floating rock in space. Nothing is real. Nothing matters.
Oh my God.
Are gonna have to pass before we take work-related stress seriously.
For real though.
6 years ago, my husband passed away from a blood clot. And during that time, the 3 weeks to a month prior to his passing, he was very stressed out about work. Today, I was scrolling through some of my work messages and found out a colleague of mine who had been stressed out about work maybe 3 months ago has now suddenly passed away. How many people are going to have to leave this earth before we realize how toxic work-related stress is to our bodies? I don't know what you have to do, but you have to find a way to not sweat whatever is going on at the job. If something happens to you, if something happens to your health, work is going to keep on working. Work is going to keep on being work, whether you're here or not. So when you allow yourself to internalize the frustrations from lottie-dottie and everybody, the only person that you're hurting is you. We need to stop that today. We need to stop. I don't care what they doing. I don't care the promotion they didn't give you, the money that they didn't give you. We don't care about any of that. You have to realize you are the prize. Because if you can't be here to love on your family, to love on your friends, and so forth, they win. The people win. But what do you get? You get nothing. So I want to say this message out to everybody out here. If you are allowing stress to get into your way, your work stress to get into the way of your life, to get into your health, you got headaches, you're suffering from migraines, your hair is thinning, stuff is falling out, your eyes are twitching. That's your wake-up call, babe. Stop allowing work to stress you out. Some solutions to help you on this: exercise, go walk, meditate, count to 10, deep breathing. Find something that helps you to bring your work-related stress down. And as they said at my beloved HBCU, if you're working in the system, be working your way out of it. All right, y'all. Peace. See you next time.
Hold on.
The workforce
Hold
truly
on. We can't let that slide without giving a little commentary to that one, man. Condolences to her on her husband passing for sure, but she's talking some real issue. You feel me? Like, I remember when I first started my job, maybe like a year into it, maybe, I don't know, maybe 2. I would find myself stressing out like crazy, bro. I would get headaches because you just didn't want to do no wrong. I feel like I was slow. I had a whole lot of mental head game type just on my part. You feel me? But it's real. Like, I know one guy that at my job, like, he was here for like maybe less than a year, and he left and went and got a job at Xfinity or the cable company or whatever. But he left because he started having heart problems, right? And so I think a couple months later, I was talking to the supervisor about it, and boy, they just wrote it off like it was nothing. They said he came to the job like that. I'm like, in my head, I'm like, oh, that's how y'all feeling? He came to the job with all them problems. Now, when I used to talk to him, he said he was healthy. Him and his girl would go do stuff. He had time to do stuff. Then when he came to the job, he didn't have no time for it because the 13, 14-hour shifts, he was working 6 days a week, just getting to that bread. You know, they was force feeding it. You dangle that carrot right there, I'm going to show up. You know what I'm saying? I'm thinking I'm taking care of my family. He developed heart problems, high blood pressure type. He left. I seen him on Facebook. Said it was the best decision of his life. So I know it's real. And I know I was stressed out. These days, I don't let it stress me out at all. I do what I can do, and what I can't do, I can't do. And I leave it at that simple. I've been doing it for too long. As long as I show up to do my job and I show up, that's number one. As long as I show up, I'm good. So we have to learn to not stress out about shit that we can't control. It's not our company. I don't care. It's people out here getting let go that are bringing in the company millions of dollars in top 1%ers, and they getting let go. So it don't matter how good you are. You know what I'm saying? So you got to start thinking consciously, like, you got to do what's good for you. If something happened to you, your job going to replace you. Your family can't nobody just replace you. They're going to be ass out and got to figure it out, stressful type shit. Then they're going to be stressed out. You know what I'm saying? It's a whole mess. You feel me? So, yeah, I'm with her on that. She was talking some real shit. So that when I was seeing stuff like that and I seen how people were leaving and getting treated, that shifted my whole mindset. Okay, yeah, we're going to take a step back because I'm not leaving my kids. I will see my kids have kids type. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was a whole shit for me. So then once you know how to maneuver, what I always talk about, once you know how to maneuver, whether it's a job or through life, you know what I'm saying? You will be fine. Just learn how to maneuver. Whatever you can't control to let it go. And that's just where I'm at with my life. So hopefully you guys on that too. You feel me?
It sucks. And I feel like our parents, like people who come from, my parents' generation, they don't understand. Like, they come from a generation where they just worked one job, like they found a good company and they just stayed at that company until retirement. And that's just not realistic anymore. Like, these companies are so cutthroat. Environment is so toxic, gives like high school. And I was like a lot less stressed, I was sitting at work today and I was like, I really don't want to be here. Like, being here makes me freaking angry. Like, I'm actually mad. And why does this job have that much control over my emotions? Because it's just so toxic. And I was just thinking about to a time where like I didn't have a formal job. Like, I literally was just picking up shifts at like the Miami Heat games, not even just at the games, but like the day after. Like, they always serve like the teams like lunch, like the players lunch, and I would go over there and like wash the dishes afterwards, and they would pay me like $21 an hour to wash the dishes after the freaking players eat. I would be at the Florida Marlins game, I would be at the Florida Panthers game. I would just go pick up shifts like on this little app to go work at the games, just to make enough to pay my bills and go have fun and have a drink with my friends. And I was a lot less stressed than I was trying to find a career in a company to grow with. Like at this point, like I'm just over it. Like, I am just over it. And so I'm really praying that, God, moves mountains. And yeah, I'm about to have my year-end evaluation. So we'll see how that goes, because this is a department where you can be the top person in the department, which I finished number 1 multiple months, and it's not good enough because I don't kiss butt. So
we just said that you can be the
I'm
top
starting
1%,
to believe
no matter
that the American dream was just the government gaslighting us. I'm starting to believe that there's no such thing as a working class American. More so, we're just a slave class. Sounds crazy, but hold up, let me break it down.
It ain't crazy,
we work
my guy.
technically 3 months out the year just to pay our taxes. But then there's an 8% sale tax on the items we buy. There's a tax on when we receive money. New Yorkers are getting taxed from going to borough to borough to borough. Philadelphia even has a sugar tax. They have a cigarette tax. You have to pay taxes on your car. It's called registration.
We got a sugar tax out
You
here
have
too,
to
Seattle.
pay insurance. You have to pay health insurance, dental insurance, medical insurance, home insurance, renter's insurance, car insurance, life insurance. But then they could cancel your policy whenever they feel like it.
Yep,
Then
facts. Let me go ahead and say this, man, about that sugar tax. You feel me? Out here in Seattle, there's a sugar tax, right? So I live in a city called Tacoma, right? Tacoma's big. And so when I work out in Seattle, when I did work out in Seattle, right? So say I'm in Tacoma, I would go to McDonald's. They drinks are $1, any size. You go to Seattle, guess what? That dollar drink is now $2.50 just because of a sugar tax. Are you shitting me? You know how many times I went into Seattle McDonald's and they told me $2.50 for the drink, and I said, I put it back. I'm good. I don't want it because I know I can go get it for $1.50 less. That might not seem like a lot of money to you, but the fact that I can go to a different city and it's $1 cheaper, but out here where I'm working is costing me an extra $1.50, I'm good. I'm gonna go get some water. I'll pay the $3 for the water before I pay some shit I know I can get for in another city for $1.50 cheaper. And it's just the fact of a sugar tax when I first heard that, it was the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life. A fucking sugar tax. Where the fuck they do that at? Clearly, we're not the only state that does it.
Trick you into getting in debt because you can't afford certain things to live. Now you're a slave to the creditors. Student loans, credit cards, mortgages, car note payments. You can't even work your whole life and retire on your pension and live in your house that you paid your whole life for because of property tax. I'm starting to think this game was rigged for us to work our entire life, never prosper, and stay peasants to the rich. Does this make any sense to y'all, or is it just me?
A job could literally say they gonna pay me $40 an hour. I still don't want it. all the benefits in the world, 401k down, everything is available. You can start right now. I still don't want the job. This is something I literally keep to myself because I don't think a lot of people understand where I am at this point when it comes to jobs, and I'm not even playing. It's not even about the money no more. My last job, I made the most money I've ever made in my life, and I still resigned from that job because it's not about the money. Like, once you realize and you've touched enough money at a job and realize how much you're still unhappy, how much you still are behind on stuff, how much it doesn't really make you happy or fulfill you. No money moving forward is going to make you want to work at a job. I'm officially at that point. I've been telling y'all, I don't want to work for nobody. The thought of me clocking into somebody's job gives me extreme anxiety. I don't care about the money. It's nothing a job can say to me to make me say, hey, okay, I want to come work for you. Nothing. It's nothing you can say. I don't want to do it. I would literally, quite literally, use my own products that I make and go on the street and sell it with a tent set up and make money that way than to clock into a 9 to 5. It's not about the money. If it makes me happy, that's where I'm going to be. And a 9 to 5 does not make me happy. I'm sorry.
I hate to break it to you guys, but the revolution's not happening. All right, revolution's canceled. We, as a people, are incapable of overthrowing our corporate leaders. I'm going to tell you how I know this for a fact. Yesterday, I'm at Chipotle. I ordered double meat. My boy hooks it up fat, doesn't put a red tag down, slides it down the counter. I'm in heaven. But what happens next?
I'm in heaven.
30 seconds passed. Girl walks up. Sorry, was this double meat? Look who wants a fucking promotion. Look who's itching for that manager position. Do you have any fucking clue how hard it is to hit my macros in this economy? And I am not a good liar. So every time I go, it's double meat. Just, I fucking hate your guts and you just ruined my whole day. It's double meat. Just, put it down. For every one revolutionary Chipotle worker, there's 10 dorks, dude. There's 10 squares at the ready to sell you out. And for what? People don't like breaking rules.
Yeah.
Revolution's canceled.
Hey.
Revolution's canceled. I'm out.
That's what, bro, listen, that's one thing I hate, bro. I hate how people act like the company that they are working for is their company. It's like, man, God, you know how hard it is out here. You know, if you was on the other side of this counter, you'd be doing the same thing I'm doing right now. Pikachu. You feel me? Like, what are we doing? Like, this is not your company. You're not losing nothing. You're still going to get your paycheck. At the end of the week, it's going to be the same amount. It ain't going to they ain't taking out no money because you gave me double meats and only charged me for the one. Just shut up. My boy hooked me up. He said he let it slide. Come on, Clyde, you tripping. I can't stand people like that. I can't, bro, because they act like it's their company. And then you'll get fired tomorrow. You know that, right? You'll get fired tomorrow. Then what you going to say? Man, I should have gave up the double meat. I should have gave all the customers free food. I can't stand on people. I just had to throw it out there. I'm with him on this one. I can't stand people that act like it's their company. Do your job, go home. No more, nothing less. Somebody get somebody double meat, act like you didn't see it. It wasn't you.
Out $3. What's next?
Man, sometimes I just be thinking, what the f is the point of this shit, bro?
I just saw this on TikTok last night. I was gonna comment on this joint. It's real. This shit's real.
It's all about money. I just need money.
Yep.
These boys jobs, bro. You missing one day. You know what I'm saying? Missing one day, they gonna be on you. You feel me? But you do the same shit at some other motherfucking place. You feel me? Like, I say, what's the point? You feel me?
Man, you might as well call it a day, my guy. Go home. That job making you feel like that?
Oh, I'm just trying to do good, do better. You feel me?
I didn't wonder why people go rob banks and shit.
Can't even do that. You feel me?
The person who sweeps and mops the floor every day and takes out the trash is infinitely more valuable than the CEO in the corner office who takes 3-hour lunches.
Facts.
Bus drivers are more critical to the functioning of our society than literally are elected officials who are, for some reason, always on vacation.
I'm with you
Do
with
you
that.
guys even understand how much of a privilege it is to walk your happy ass into a restaurant, sit down, and say, I would like you to make me this, please? And they make you what you ordered with food that was not grown where you are. In fact, probably had to travel several hundred miles to get to where it is, and was harvested by people who make pennies a day and work in terrible conditions without water, without proper equipment, all of these things. But you're still upset that your waitress didn't smile big enough. The dominant philosophy will always be the philosophy of the ruling class. And the ruling class's philosophy is callousness, taking shit for granted, and having an expectation for things to just happen without understanding all of the fucking work that goes into making things happen. Because the ruling class are actually the people who don't want to work, you guys. Like the whole, nobody wants to work anymore. Every accusation is a confession. It's the most stupid, annoyingly effective psyop that they've just run on us. We are the ones who are supposed to break our necks every day going to work. We never, ever, ever stop working. So that people who never clock in can continue to not clock in. Like, that's a no. That's just a no. There are so many people who, right now and throughout history, have created the world that we have. So much work had to happen. So many things had to happen. So many people had to put in their entire bodies and their entire spirits and their entire souls and their entire lives to create the reality that we currently have. Like, people had to die for us to get here. And here is still extremely up. So it makes you wonder, why are people dying like this? Like, what is causing that? How do we become conscious of the fact that that is happening? It's honestly all I think about.
My friend died. She had complications due to her diabetes, but in real life, she died because she was starving. She was a starving artist who was a fashion designer here in New York City. She was working so many jobs, okay? Bartending, serving, selling her clothes at different shops and markets. And she died because she was malnourished and she was starving. Last time I worked with her, we worked a bartending shift for a catering company, and on our break we were able to go get as much food as we wanted. And this girl is like 5'1". She's like so thin, and I just thought she was just really petite. But as soon as we started eating, I realized that she was starving. She had 4 plates, and I made a joke to her on the 4th plate. And she was like, girl, I don't know if I'm going to be able to eat tomorrow. And we both laughed because, you know, living in New York City, it's expensive. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care about all the flexing people do online. It is expensive. A few days ago, her mother made a post on her Instagram saying that she passed away and that she started a GoFundMe so that way she can take her body back to Oregon with her. And her mom also stated in the message that she wished that her daughter stayed in Oregon, and she wished that she was there around family to help her with her diabetes. And it's kind of broke my heart because people are allowed to move and live, but what we can't control is having enough money for food, shelter, transportation, and water. I mean, a lot of us have our own places. I know some people with cars, but a lot of people are house poor. They only have enough money for their bills, and that's it. And that's
paycheck
it.
to
And
paycheck
that's the thing
type.
about New York City. People are out here starving. It doesn't matter what they look like, how their hair is, how they dress. People are starving. You know, I know so many people who only eat 1 meal a day. I know so many people who are addicted to drugs right now because that's the only way they can cope. I know so many people who drink so much because that's the only way they can cope. I know so many people like her who would wake up and have a cigarette and a cup of coffee so that way they can push off the hunger pains. People are starving. It doesn't matter if you have a full-time job, if you have a part-time job, a roof over your head, a car, paying all your bills on time. People are starving. Okay? And it just broke my heart because in the post her family is just like blaming her for not taking care of her diabetes. How can you take care of your health when you can't afford health insurance? How can you take care of your health if you can't afford to have a balanced diet and a balanced meal? All the processed food is cheap as hell, while all the healthy food is expensive. And it just breaks my heart because I just spoke to her. We were supposed to meet up and hang out. Her body just couldn't take it anymore. And people don't talk about this. There's so many people that are just not making it. And they like to blame all these other complications, but it's starvation. It's malnourishment. It's not being able to get vitamins, not being able to afford health insurance, to afford medicine, to afford anything. So people do what they have to do to self-medicate, and people eat what they can afford. And it's sad. And it's so sad.
So yo, right? I work at Amazon, right? Cool. When I got here, before I got
I don't know, man. I don't know if I could watch no more of that. That's what, 2 or 3 people they say passed away. I don't like watching that. Too eerie type for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially over jobs and not being able to afford food and just all the shit that we deal with on the daily that, you know, a lot of people are finding themselves in the position to, I don't know. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? People drinking coffee and smoking cigarettes just to suppress the hunger because they can't afford food is crazy type. You know what I'm saying? Like, normally people that are trying to lose weight, I know they'll drink the coffee and they'll, you know, try to suppress it till they get to the food. But doing that because you don't have any food is a different kind of story type. You know what I'm saying? Like, it messes with your head a little bit. You feel? I ain't gonna lie to you, man. I know people out here daily going through this, and the inflation is crazy right now. Like, we all know, we all going through it. Some of us are in better positions than others, that's for sure, right? Some people are in worse positions. Everybody always thinks they have it the worst until you see another story and it's worse than yours. Then it kind of makes you like fall back and like, damn, you know what I'm saying? That's just how it go. But I don't know, man. I wish I could help everybody. I know that you guys watching this wish you could help everybody. We just can't, because it's really our government that should be wanting to help the people in this country that are born in this country, flood money into this country, into this economy, pay taxes, and can't get nothing in return. Jobs are letting you go. You can't afford benefits. You can't afford medical. You can't afford car insurance. You can't afford a car note. You can't goddamn afford health insurance. You can't afford life insurance. Listen, bro, I don't even know. These stories are just sad. And when people passing away, this should just open up your eyes, man. Don't ever let a job stress you out to the point, man, that it'll take you up out of here, and then you're going to be no good to nobody, not even your goddamn self, you feel me? And then if you up out of here, that means the next person in line, the people that love you, your family, whether you have a family with your girl or your kids or your wife and your kids, or just your brothers you close with or your sisters you close with, now they're going to be stressed about why you got up out of here. It wasn't just because somebody came and killed you type. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just some crazy, bro, I don't know. It's just mentally fucking with you. I really don't know how to respond to this video, because it just makes me feel some type of way. And I know I've been through it. And I'm just so glad I'm not in that position again to let a job or just life really just make me feel a type of way. I just deal with life as it comes. I'm real optimistic. I feel like if I stay on top of my shit, if I'm always moving, always doing something, but taking care of myself. If you guys watch that live, I am back in the gym. Because you can't do one without the other. You can't go crazy working and doing all this stuff without thinking you're going to have some health risk or something. So you got to take care of yourself to offset you working hard or getting not 8 hours sleep type. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I figure I got to do. And I take my vitamins. So that's one thing I can do. So I hope you guys are doing that too, man. Grind every day. Going after new goals. GE gang, you know what type of time we on, man. We have a lot of empathy for people that are going through it in worse positions than us. We see the stories. We empathize with the people. We're going through things ourselves, and if we could help everybody, we damn sure could, man. I wish we could start a GoFundMe for everybody, and, you know what I'm saying, get everybody some bread, and they would do the right things with it. You just never know, man. So one thing I know is you can't help everybody. That shit is real, because the people that are getting the help really take advantage of it. The people that really need the help can't get it. It's a fact. Yeah, but it's your boy Food Nigga, man. Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Make sure you share the video. Comment down below. Let me know if you had somebody that passed away at your job. Let me know if you left a toxic job. Let me know if you like the Chipotle dude where, you know what I'm saying, you was getting something for free and somebody tried to call you out on it and act like it was their company, or if you work for a company that somebody tried to call you out, act like it's their company because they want to be the top guy. Like I tell everybody my job, I don't care who you are. Everybody can go. Even you. While you sit up here acting like you the goddamn owner type. You do one wrong thing, your ass out of here. So it's like, bro, come here, do your job, get out. That's all I do. I get in, I get out. People barely see me. When they see me, we have a 2-minute conversation. If I talk to them, other than that, I'm gone, bro. People don't even see me. I don't know. You better learn how to maneuver through this world. I'll tell you that, or you're going to find yourself in a tough position every single time. Anyway, it's your boy Food Nigga, man. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm going to catch you guys in the next one. Till then.